We provide free rides to children who struggle with their health and who don't have transportation at home. We want to make sure that they get to every kind of medical appointment when they need to be there. In our community, 70% of the children who rely on the specialty clinics are on Medicaid, and they traditionally miss 60% of their outpatient appointments. We have about the same number of drivers, 60 volunteer drivers who make those rides happen. And they are just the most incredible group of human beings.
It is the best place to volunteer because they pick their day, they pick the time, and they pick how often. The drivers use their own cars, and we provide boosters and car seats and training.
They get us in, they let us know ahead of time who our driver is, and with that, we book our rides and wait for our drivers to text us. They also help us with anything that we have, diaper bags, car seats, and we get in the car and we go.
Having a car is just such a big help to getting around, doing everything. And the thought of somebody who has to take a bus with kids to medical appointments just makes me upset to think about.
My hope for the future of the Davies Project is that every single family, every single child in the greater Lansing area who needs to see a healthcare provider will never miss an appointment because they do not have transportation.
It doesn't matter if the drivers change, they're literally always there, like literally always reliable. His ABA school was literally 5 minutes up the street by car. If we walked, it'd be 30 minutes, but on a bus, it's like an hour and literally 5 minutes up the street with Davies. And they would help me from there and back 3 days out the week.
We have 4 different types. NICU rides, babies in the NICU, they need to be visited as much as possible, and so we'll do 3 days a week to and from, and the mom will usually stay most of the day.
So we all know that separation from parents can be an additional stress factor for babies or children who are healing from disease.
These parents need a way of transportation to be here every day.
Parents need to know what was happening during the intensive care unit stay so that they learn about the disease, they learn about what their babies need when they are discharged home.
First couple visits were just the NICU. After that, they helped me get to all of his appointments, from his cardiology, pulmonology, urinology. He has pretty much all the doctors you can think of. Every week, every Wednesday and every Friday, we're at doctor's appointments.
We also do medical appointment rides, so once they qualify with rides to a specialist, we'll help them with any other rides that they need.
Davies Project is not only for inpatient but also outpatient. Parents can make their outpatient appointments using the transportation provided by the Davies Project. This is almost like a seamless kind of service.
I'm actually glad that they have programs like this for us, because it do be hard for moms to get around a lot.
With all the Davies Project, I mean, a lot of people probably won't even take their kids to the appointments. A lot of things would get missed, especially with the NICU babies. They're pretty much like they have to go to those appointments. I would almost like cry without them.
We provide rides to all these medical appointments, and that's critical. It keeps parents employed. They don't have to skip work to come take a child to an appointment. The kids are in school. All these things make a difference. But we also work with the families, providing some fun things for them to do.
We have done a movie night. We've done a basketball event at the Breslin Center.
Spartan community is one of the biggest communities in the Lansing area. So they actually invited us over to bring our families to a tour where we were able to engage with both men's and women's basketball players.
And it was really cool for the kids to get to see everything that's happening there and meet the players and play in the practice gym.
We also put on an event for our prenatal moms with the health department, talk about the sleep and safe sleep for children.
It's just events to also show them that there's a community in a community.
Oh, Max's Race has been going on for a very, very long time. His parents started Max's Race, I believe, the year he passed away. But as it reached the point where Max would have been in his 20s, his parents felt it was time to hand the race over to somebody else.
It's now the Max's Race for the Davies Projects. And this year we did something a little bit different. We had a family fair set up.
And it was so much fun. They had like so many really neat activities for the kids there.
We've been at this for about 10 years now, delivering rides. We've given hundreds and hundreds of children, expecting women, and parents of NICU babies. We've given them thousands of rides, and it's really contributed to the well-being of the families.
So not only do they help improve morale and give hope to these families, but actually they help these families' outcomes to be much better than they would otherwise be.
I can't imagine volunteering for an organization that does more for so many people in so many ways in times that are most difficult for families. I love being a Davies driver.
I feel like they do an amazing job, and I don't know where I'd be without them.
I want every child in the state, and eventually every child in this country, to have access to this model. We do so much here at the Davies Project, but with the community's help, with your help, we can do so much more.